Dear students, myself V. Govindraj, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science and Application, Islamic College Autonomous Wannimbadi. I think all are know about me, so I don't want any other brief explanation for me. I am handling subjects for data structures. Data structure is not an individual subject, it should be combined for it C++ also. C++ and data structures. Subjects name for C++ and data structure. So in this, yeah, I'm handling for third unit, fourth unit, and fifth unit. First unit, second unit for C++. So first you just combine what is meant by C and what is meant by C++. I think you have to study it for in C. C you have to consider structure based programming languages. But C++ we are considered for object oriented programming languages. Who is developing C? We are considered for Dennis Ritchie, and then you are if you are developing for C++, Bejani Strostrup is developing. So what's the comparison for a C and C++? I tell you for little bit only, but I'm handling for only for data structure only. But if you start with for before, just say with you what is the C and C++. That's why I have to explain for a C and C++. You have to C, you have to structure level, C++ object level, then you have to, developing also particular persons, and then what's the meaning of C? C you have to declare for header file as standard io.h, that's my input and output. Then but C++ you are using for IO stream. Stream you have to consider for a input and output level based on communication between for input and output level. And then for yeah, purely object oriented C. Why means if you're declaring for class file, but C is not using a class file. Then C you have to declare printf scanner. But if you are C++, if you're using for C in, C out. That is the concept only I will tell. I'm not going for in brief level in C++. Okay, you just go through for first level. I'm handling for unit, third unit. Third unit, what you have to study means you have to study it for data structure. Third unit, fourth unit, fifth unit, and fully for data structure you have to study. You didn't study it for anything, but very important topic. And then the fourth unit, fifth unit, again you have to study it means again you have to study next semester also. Again you have to study it for next semester also. Yeah, repetitions of one of the topic is the this is the real time level, but very most important level. So I give you a overview. I think already given your syllabus. I think you have to go through it. Okay, yeah, directly go for what is the meaning of data and structures. First I have to go for data and structures. So you just go for what is the meaning of data. Data can be defined as a representation of fact, concepts, or instruction in a formalized manner suitable for communication, interpretation, or processing by human electronic machines. So normally you say for data. Data means you have to define particular person, particular human, particular machines, particular communication. This is for a data. Also, if you say for data is represent the elf of your characters. The elf of your characters. Characters, for example, alphabets A to Z, uppercase and lowercase, digits 0 to 9. And then if you added for special character also, these are all level you have to follow with your data. And then you just go for data item. Data item is a set of characters which are used together to represent a specific data element. For example, name of a student in a class is represented by a data item. For example, you as a student, you have to consider for a second BCA B sections. I tell you for one person name means where name also is there, but we are consider for data item your register number, and then for you just consider for enrollment number. This level we have to calculate for data item. After that you just go for types of data items. Types of data items we are consider for two ways. One is for elementary data items, another one is for group data item. Elementary data items means these data items cannot be further subdivided. You are not subdivided. Why means we are declaring for id level. Next, you have to group data item. These data items can be further subdivided into elementary data item. For example, we have calculator for date may be divided into a days, month, and year. You have certain variation is there. So this is the concept. After that, you just go for another one more, record. Record means, yeah, record is a collection of related data items. For example, payroll record. So what you have to think in starting level, I'm not in depth, I'm not going for a directly in data structure. First, what is mean by data, and then what is mean by data item, and then what is mean by types of data items. Then finally, you just for collection of related data items. What are the collections payroll level? You have, for example, your name, age, qualification, sex, basic pay, DA, HRA, PF, whatever it is, or you are collected for your details also. Your name, first your register number. This is the important. Why means you are studying in this college means you are based on a register number. Your name is not a matter. You are calculating for only your register number. After that, your name, in which department, in which year, and then you are calculating a report each and everything. For example, you are giving for name and roll number, class, and marks. These are things we are calculated for your record. Next, file. File concept already you have studied in your C in your fifth unit. Your file concept. File is a collection of logically related records. Logically, yeah, very important. So you have very logical level record. So we are collecting entire details. You are storing in a particular files. That's why employee pay records for a company. So based on your details, we are following with your data. Next, you just go for what is the need of data structure. You just go for need for data structure. After that, you just go for in your definition. What is meant by data structure? The need for data structure means the major task following these activities. What are the activities you just follow for main need of data structure? Storing, accessing, manipulating a data in one form or other. The field of computer science is divided into major categories like operating system, databases, compilers, artificial intelligence, etc. Each of these fields will address the task of storing, accessing, manipulating a data. You just consider what all the field. You have to field if you're using for data structure. First, you just go for operating system. Then you have to consider for a databases. Then you have to consider compiler. Then artificial intelligence. You have consider neural networks also. You are storing all the data. You have calculator. Next, each field addresses these tasks in terms of data of their interest. Hence, the study of data structure and algorithm that work on them are common to almost all applications of computer science. Hence, it is very essential that a computer science engineer or a programmer should study a formal course on data structure. This is the basement of your studies. So you know for C, you know for C++, you know whatever it is. This is one of the major concepts. You just learn each and everything step by step. That's why in say for starting level, I'm not go for in directly in data structure. In before what is meant by data. After that, what is the need of data structure? Next, you just go for your introduction to data structure. What is mean by definitions of a data structure? Data structure is a representation of the logical relationship existing between individual elements of a data. Individual elements of a data. Very logical relationship existing between individual data. Also, you just follow in a data structures. Next points also say for this also. Data structure is a way of organizing all data items that considers not only the elements stored but also the relationship to each other. That's why you say for need of data structures, you just say for storing, accessing, manipulating data. These concepts only if you're using for a definitions also. Okay, third definitions. Once again, giving for third definitions, data structure is a class of data. That's why I say for in between data that can be categorized by its organization and the operations that are defined on it. Hence, a data structure is that follow for data structure equal organized data plus allowed what all the operation you just followed. Next, you just go for data structure mainly specifying the following four things. First one for organization of data. Next, accessing a method, degree of associativity. Next, processing alternatives for information. This is the level you just followed. Next, you just go for types of data structures. What are all the types you just followed? Types of data structures. So the data structure classified to the type of elements in them. Two ways you just follow for. One is for primitive or component data structures. Primitive data structure is one with the basic structures like integer, character. They are defined on their own. Most of the programming languages have implementation from them. A compound data structure is one which consists of other structure. An array is an example of this type as it refers collection of the types. Next, data structures can also classified according to the ordering of the elements in them, linear and non-linear. Linear level you just follow for one in which the elements have a linear ordering between them, and element can be marked a first comma other as a second and so on. Non-linear level is not present. We are concerned for one in which such an ordering is not present. For example, you just go for linear level. Linear level, you just wait. Okay. So you just go for types of data types. I think I data types if we are discussing later, but I telling for linear means non-linear means. That's why I'm saying for. So what is the meaning of set? Set we are declaring for collection of unrelated items. For example, visitors at an exhibition, all students of a class. Next, linear we are concerned for one-to-one relationship. Queue at a ticket counter, jobs in a printer queue, computers in a LAN. With which topology we are this is the topology we are ring topology we are concept for network concept. So based on a ring topology we are declaring LAN. Next, hierarchical tree level tree concept we are declaring one to many relationship, a family tree, organization chart, expression tree, folders, files in a file system. Next, network level network, it is the graph we are declaring for many to many relationship. For example, roadmap and communication network. And then one more I have to mention, we are directly if you mention means we are clear in your what is the linear, what is the non-linear. Okay, you just wait. We are mentioned for linear and non-linear. Okay, you just go for classification of data structure. classification of data structure. Already if we say for data structure, primitive data structure, non-primitive data structure. So primitive level, integer, floats, character, pointer. And then for non-primitive level, we are declaring for arrays, list, files, and then for you just go through for this is the example for linear list and non-linear list. Linear level, stack and queue. Non-linear level, graphs and trees. That's why if you're giving for previous example, set, tree, graph, linear level. So that's why I visible to a particular example. You must be clarify in your linear and non-linear. You know something, for example, linear list, stack and queue level, non-linear level, graph and tree. So we are declaring for many to many relationship, one to many relationship. That means for hierarchical level. This is a concept. Now are you clear? I think almost if it is clear, okay, just go for primitive and non-primitive level. Just I will explain for this concept only later if you discuss in the next class. Okay, primitive data structure, the data structure that are atomic or indivisible are called primitive. For example, are integer, real, float, boolean, and characters. This is the primitive level. Non-primitive level, this is the data structure that are not atomic or called non-primitive or composites. Also, if we say for compound also, examples are records, arrays, and strings. These are more sophisticated non-primitive data structure. Emphasis are structuring of a group, homogeneous or heterogeneous. You just maintain what is the meaning of homogeneous and heterogeneous. So you just say for first homogeneous. Homogeneous, we are consider for similar data. Yeah, storing a data for similar. You are consider for ordering wise. But heterogeneous for a dissimilar data. Dissimilar data. If you have any other doubts, so very important level, homogeneous and heterogeneous level. Homogeneous, we are consider for homogeneous if you are consider for similar data. So homo homogeneous and heterogeneous. What's the meaning? You just understand, very important level. Many of the students, if you are confused in these two level only, you didn't understand for homogeneous, heterogeneous. Homogeneous means we are consider for similar data. Similar data we are consider for order wise. Heterogeneous means we are consider for dissimilar dissimilar data. You just clear for homogeneous and heterogeneous. You have to consider for homogeneous and heterogeneous. Let's we continue in next class. Okay, thank you.